Hi guys, welcome to your weekly twin flame messages. Now I just have to apologize for this week's messages. I've just done them on a video on my computer and it's just disappeared. It wouldn't upload and I've had to restart. So I've already pulled the cards, I've already done the readings, so I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to do it as best I can a second time round. So I hope you understand. So the messages were for today, which for us in Australia is the 29th of May until the 4th of June, but I've put the 28th of May on the header as some of you are in the Northern Hemisphere, so for you it will be from today, the 28th. So anyway, again, apologies for not getting through and doing a reading last week. I had a lot on. I was sick. I had a lot of knitting I needed to sit down and do, and then my uncle actually passed away. So I had a very hectic week last week, I suppose. So I wasn't able to get on and do the weekly messages, and I apologize for that. And if you're on Patreon, then I will get to that very shortly and back on track with that soon. So anyway, so I was very pumped today to do these readings. So and now that kind of has gone since I've already done it. Anyway, for some reason it's just disappeared and I'm not sure why. So we'll start again and see how we go. So the first card that I did pull out for a general overall theme was the Golden Opportunities card. And it says that important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. And what I was picking up on was that both twins are being presented with a lot of opportunities at this time, and especially to come together into union. Pardon me. However, the message was not to look too hard for them, to sort of step back and allow them to happen. So allow for signs and synchronicities to come, but to not take things too seriously and not look too hard, because we can miss them that way. And the dolphin is to remind us to have a bit of fun and joyfulness in our life and a bit of lightheartedness at this point. So while there are lots of opportunities, it's important not to focus too much on them and to become bogged down in what may be happening at this time. Okay, sorry. I'll just ground my energy. I'm just feeling very lightheaded. Okay. So the message that I had for the masculine, what's going on with him right now, is reflections. Okay, and this actually came up later in the reading as well. And it says mirrors: me, you, I, illusions, truth, love, center, expansion, balance, cycles, coming together, opposites, alignment of body, emotion, mind, and spirit. Have patience and trust. So what I really got from this was that the masculine and the feminine are aligning. Their chakras are all lighting up, okay, and they're aligning in body, mind, emotion, and spirit. So although you may be in separation right now, you are energetically aligning up with each other. And the biggest message I got as well was from the masculine to the feminine to have patience and trust, okay? But what was going on in the masculine's life is also happening in the feminine, okay? Both things are being reflected and mirrored at this point in time. So we're both facing similar issues and things going on. So there is a definite mirroring happening here. Whatever's going on in the masculine's life is actually happening in or energetically wise in the feminine's, okay? Sorry, I just take a sip of water. I'm feeling very lightheaded. Where's my, just get the crystal here to help ground. Okay. Sorry guys, obviously they wanted me to redo that reading, and I feel like a lot of energy is coming down. Okay, so for the feminine, the message I got for what's happening with her at the moment is laughter. Okay, so she's gone through another state of transition with the butterfly wings there, but she's been reminded that to not take life so seriously right now, to bring laughter into her life. And for this week, she may be having a few more social events and getting out and having fun with her friends, okay? This week for the feminine is all about light and laughter, okay? There's going to be a bit more ease in her life at this point. And I just really get the feeling to not take things so seriously at the moment. Okay, well, I'm just picking up on another message. Sorry, guys, to jump around for the masculine with this reflections card. Okay, so what the message I just heard is that he's also being mirrored back reflections of things that he's done in the past. Okay, so things he's faced before are coming back up for him, and that's been reflected back to him. So mistakes he may have made in the past are being reflected at him now for him to look at, to forgive people, to work through, to realize maybe what he could have done better. Okay, and all of that's being reflected back at him right now, and it's up to him to choose whether he wants to step forward and make amends on that issue or whether he wants to walk away from that. So the masculine's getting his past actions reflected back at him. So perhaps, you know, what he's done to the feminine is actually being reflected back at him as well right now. So with a karmic partner or something, maybe reflecting the hurt back towards him that he inflicted on the feminine twin. I didn't get that message before, so that's interesting. So what did I go to? That was that. So I didn't pick that either. Another card I got for the masculine, what was happening with him at this point in time was the arts, and it was express yourself through creative activities. So the message I got here was that the masculine was looking at ways to talk to the feminine in a new creative approach. Okay, he was trying to figure out a different way of trying to approach the feminine. I was also picking up that in his life right now, whether it be career or whatever else is going on for him, that he was trying to do things differently. Okay, so he's closed a huge chapter in his life, and the masculine's wanting to move forward, but he's wanting to do it in a way that he hasn't done it before. He's trying to think of new ways of doing things so that he doesn't repeat the same patterns that happened to him before. So that's what's going on with the masculine. That was another card for him about that. And with the feminine, I realize I've just missed out what I normally do. So the feminine right now has also got male. I think this is a message. So sorry, I'm just trying to remember what I was doing. That arts one was a message to the feminine from the masculine. Okay, and it was a message that he's trying to do things differently right now. He's trying to be creative in how he approaches the feminine and how he approaches things in general. Okay, so that was his message to her. So he's trying to do things differently. The message to the masculine from the feminine was male support. And the support is that the feminine is sending the masculine support right now, okay? She's trying to give him love and support and encouragement from afar. And the biggest way she is doing this is by loving her own male self. Okay, and this message also got repeated later on in that we both have, and it was repeated in the masculine side, the opposite. So the feminine's trying to support the masculine twin by supporting her own masculine self within, and she's trying to balance that within. She's also working on supporting and loving the masculine by healing those masculine relationships in her own life. Okay, so that could be family relationships, like father, uncle, son, you know, those kind of relationships, brothers. She's trying to heal, forgive, work on there, so that by improving those masculine relationships in her own 3D world, she is helping repair the twin flame masculine's connection with her. But the biggest way that I did get this is that she's actually balancing her masculine and feminine self within her. She's working on nurturing her masculine energies and bringing them into line and into balance. And that, in return, that's her message to the masculine, is supporting their connection, because she is supporting his masculine energy by working on her own masculine energy, if that makes sense. Okay, sorry, I just need another drink. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I'm actually gonna, I just realized, sorry, I'll go to, I just realized I forgot the message of how the masculine sees the feminine right now and vice versa. So I'll actually do that after the next message was, and then I'll do that. So sorry guys, I'm jumping all over the place today. So the message from the masculine's higher self to him, if he's watching, is Aphrodite, okay, inner goddess. And it says, masculines, that awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And the message from your higher self to you, masculines, is to love and nurture your feminine self right now. The biggest way that you can help bring this twin flame union into being in reality is to nurture your own feminine self. And that's what the feminine is working on right now within herself, okay? And your higher self is saying you need to do this too. You need to nurture your feminine self. And whether that is speaking to yourself more kindly, speaking to others in a kind and nurturing way, you know, you need to balance and bring that loving energy in, okay? Don't push it away. You can be masculine, but you also need to be feminine. Within us, we all have masculine and feminine energies, and they need to be in balance. Yes, the twin flame journey is a masculine and feminine predominant energy coming together as one into union, okay? But within each of us is also a masculine and feminine energy, and we need to balance that, because if that's not in balance, then we can't come into union as twin flames. So the message, masculines, is to balance that feminine energy within yourself. Don't hide it. Don't push it away. Okay, you need to have a certain degree of feminine energy within you, because feminine energy is about loving, caring, supporting, nurturing, okay, being that soft, gentle person. You can be masculine and still embody those aspects, okay? We don't want to take them to the extreme, and it's the same for the feminine. She doesn't want to be too masculine, but she needs to have that certain masculine strength within her, okay, that dominance, that, okay, that's pretty bad that I think of masculine as dominant, but anyway, regardless, you know what I'm trying to say here. We need to balance those energies. We don't want one to take over the other. We need to be in alignment. So masculines, if that means that you need to go and get a massage, go and wax some of your bits, go and get a pedicure, manicure, a facial, go and do that. If you need to go and buy yourself some new clothes, masculine, go and buy yourself some new clothes. If you need to work on your love and how you express that in the world, then work on that. If you need to be more nurturing and a bit softer, then work on that. Okay. If you want to take up a different hobby, then do that. That's a bit more feminine, do that. If you want to go out in the town dancing, do that. You know, that's, you know, maybe not so much the drinking part, but the dancing part is very feminine. Okay, so that will help balance as well. So that was a message from your higher self to you, masculine, and a message from the feminine's higher self to her was purification. Okay, and this is a message to purify your whole body and energy field. So as I was saying, yes, this can be about purifying your actual space, so decluttering your house, purifying your work environment, whether it's decluttering your desk or trying to have a better flow of energy around your workspace. Yes, it can be those things, but don't forget that you need to detoxify and declutter. Okay, your skincare regime. Are we putting organic moisturizers and cleansers onto our skin and hair care, or are we putting ones on that are full of chemicals? Okay, are we eating and nurturing our body with good, wholesome, organic foods, or are we filling it with processed, chemical-laden foods? Okay, and are we drinking heaps of caffeine? Okay, those are the things we need to pay attention to, and we need to get rid of in our energy fields, because we need to be more pure in ourselves. Okay, so we're being told at the moment that we can detoxify, and you will know what you need to do when you hear this, because it will come to mind. What else I also picked up on was that for us feminines, detoxifying and decluttering can also be about our mental energy. So you may have a lot of opportunities coming up right now and a lot of ideas coming up right now that you wish to do, but they can also add clutter to our energy, and we can become stuck because we don't know what we're going to do. So my advice, feminines, is, if this is you, to sit down and in meditation or whatever, try and find some space where you can clear your mental energy and you can declutter those thoughts. What is it that's really important to you? What is it that you really want to achieve? Okay, and let all the other ones fall away. We always have a million opportunities open to us. So we need to pick what's right for us at this point in time. So don't let 500 of those be running around your head, because it's not going to help you at this point in time. So we need to declutter that as well. And I'm actually hearing that for some of the masculines, this could be important as well. So to pay attention to that, masculines, if that's got you thinking, oh yeah, I can do that, or I can relate to that, then do that as well. Because we're twin flames, we're mirroring, we can, you know, be one energy or the other as well at times. So definitely makes sense. Now I'm going to pull a card, because I realized that I forgot to, which is probably why I've done it again, pull the card of how does the masculine view the feminine and vice versa. Okay, sorry, these crystals are helping me at the moment. So if you need so maybe I'm getting lightheaded because other people need to ground their energy at this point in time. So if this is you, you need to ground your energy. Go stand outside barefoot, ground, and visualize your energy going deep down into the earth. You can imagine a tube of light going down to the crystalline core, sending that tube of light up back to the source, and vice versa a few times, meeting in your middle and expanding out. Or you can imagine yourself standing on the grass, sending deep, deep roots down into Mother Earth. So you can also do that. Eat grounding foods as well. But you can also use crystals. Now I've pulled out a smoky quartz and a red, I don't know what this one is. I don't know if it's a red jasper. I think it is a red jasper. But that is for grounding, because that's your root chakra there. So red crystals can help with that. And a smoky quartz. I always feel like smoky quartz is of the earth, but I could be wrong there. Okay, so we're going to go, how does the masculine view the feminine right now? So how does the masculine view the feminine? And I knew I missed something when I did this reading before, but I couldn't think what it was. So how does the masculine view the feminine this week? What is the masculine... thinking about her, how does he view the feminine? Sorry, I just dropped a heap. Okay, how does the masculine view the feminine? Sorry, guys. How does the masculine view the feminine right now? How does the masculine view the feminine? Okay, and the card is ask for what you want. And it says, let the universe and other people know what you need. Okay, so how does the masculine view the feminine? I'm not getting much with this card. Ask for what you want. I'm feeling as though... feeling as though the masculine's asking the universe for the feminine to come into his life. He's sending out a wish for it to happen. Okay, he's trying to manifest it. He's wishing for it. I feel as though the masculine's a bit lost as to how the feminine feels right now. He wants the connection, but he's just a bit unsure of it. And he views the feminine as, well, he's wishing for her in his life. Okay, so I feel as though he views her as a bit absent. Okay, he wants her in his life, but he's not sure if it's actually going to happen or if she feels the same way. I might just pull a clarifier card just to double check on that. So masculine, it says, let the universe and other people know what you need. Okay, so if you need an answer from your feminine, okay, then go and ask her. It's as simple as that, really. Okay, and the card that just fell out was rise above. Okay, so masculine, if you're feeling as though you don't know what your feminine is feeling, then rise above that and maybe go and ask her. Okay, send her a message, say hello to her, have a conversation with her if you can, or, you know, you're never going to know if you don't try. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'll just see if I'll pull out another card. So rise above the fears. Okay, rise above the fears that because I'm getting that you're stuck in ego at this point in time, and you're feeling as though, oh my God, she doesn't want me. She's moved on. She's happy now. She's forgotten about me. It's not going to happen. Okay, so you need to rise above that, because that's actually your ego. If you're watching this, you're a twin flame. Okay, that can never truly happen. Your feminine, even if she walks away from you, she's never actually going to fully walk away from you. So she's always going to love you, and she's always going to want to be with you on some level. So even if she has turned her back for a little bit, I would say that that's to preserve her own integrity and strength. Okay, she cannot be pining after someone who has walked away from her forever, okay, because she needs to move on with her life a little bit. She needs to, you know, be in the now. So it's not saying that she's completely shut the door on you, and she probably loves you so much, but to preserve her own strength and happiness at this time, she's had to sort of do her own thing. So yes, I can understand why you would feel like she's walked away, she doesn't care about me, but that's ego, okay? She's your twin flame. She's never going to completely walk away from you or stop loving you. So rise above those fears and go and send her a message, have a conversation with her, tell her how you feel, ask her how she feels, okay? You're never going to know unless you ask her. And you know, and yes, okay, maybe you will be rejected, perhaps not, okay? You need to find out, okay, because sitting in this fear isn't good for anyone. Sitting in this, oh, this will I, won't I, or she doesn't, is just bringing you down. And you could be in union with her, but you're too afraid to take that chance. And so the message is to ask for what you want, masculine, okay? Ask for it and to rise above those fears. And I'm just going to pull one more card, and it is release perfection. Okay, you may be waiting for the perfect right time. You may be waiting for things to be going really smoothly in your own life. You may be waiting for things to go really smoothly in her life, okay? But life is life, okay? It's never going to be perfect. There's never going to be a perfect time. The perfect time is now, okay? Just do it. Just release those fears, rise above them, and release that perfectionism. You don't need to be perfect. She doesn't need to be perfect, okay? It will happen when it's right. And to just go ahead, jump is what I'm really picking up on here. Just take the chance, take the risk, and ask her. You're never going to know unless you do it. Okay, so that is how the masculine is viewing the feminine right now. Sorry. Okay, so how does the feminine view the masculine right now? How does the feminine view the masculine? How does the feminine view the masculine? And I keep dropping all the cards. How does the feminine view the masculine right now? How does the feminine... and we've got... No. Okay. Again, an abstract card. And we've got dietary change. And it says, improve your diet and your life will also improve. So again, this isn't related directly to how does she view the masculine, because she's, well, perhaps she's going to view him as a dietary change. Perhaps she is going to view him as a change in her life, okay? A change that needs to be made. So what I'm getting here is that, yeah, by going back to clearing those toxins in her life and in her body and in her diet, she's going to help manifest this, because she's saying to the universe that I am worthy of a purified body, so therefore I'm worthy of this twin flame connection. That's not the message for everyone. That's just for some of you. For others, the message is that the masculine, she views the masculine as a change, okay? A dietary change, in that every day we eat, and we eat a few times a day. So it's something that's essential to our life. So she sees the masculine as being an essential change in her life, okay? It's something that's going to change her day-to-day way of being. Having the masculine in her life will change her day-to-day life, and that's how she views the masculine. I hope that makes sense, because that makes sense to me. She views the masculine as her dietary change. She views the masculine as bringing some change to her day-to-day life, okay? A change that she really needs and wants. But some of the feminines, you need to improve your diet to help manifest this union. So there's a dual message there. Maybe it's both for all of us. But that's how she views the masculine, as like a dietary change, okay? He's going to be present in her life day to day. He's going to change it considerably. And that's how she sees it. But for the better, okay? I'm actually not one of these people who relates diets to a negative thing. For me, it's about cleansing and clearing my diet, and that's sort of a better way of living, and that's how I view the masculine. Sorry, I keep dropping all these cards and I can't reach them. I'm going to leave that there, I think. Oh dear. No, I'm going to pull one more. Okay, I'm going to pull one more, just as a clarifier to that one. So how does the feminine view the masculine? How does the feminine view the masculine? Yeah, okay, again, that message, play more. So I really feel like there's a dual message here. So it's a dual message in that the feminine sees the masculine as bringing more fun and light into her life. Okay, she sees him as bringing more play into her life, more joy. But it's also a message of the feminine needing to play more, to have a bit more fun in her own life, to bring that energy in. So it's a bit of a dual message there, guys. Right, so I pulled another card for the relationship, and it was guiding children. And it says, you are good at helping, counseling and healing children. Use your skills to help children right now. So there's a couple of messages for this card, and this is for the relationship, the union energy. And one is that by helping children, you may help bring this union together. The biggest message I got, okay, was that potentially each twin has children, okay, or one of the twins have children. Those, and I mean to previous relationships, those children who are living are actually, their energies are working to bring this union together, because before they come to earth, children choose their path, okay? They choose their parents, and they choose their parents knowing that, okay, this person's going to birth me, but then he's going to move on. Then I'm going to stay with this other person who is probably my mother, and another male energy is going to come in, and that's going to influence me at that point in time. And that energy is part of my life path. So the children planned for this, okay? They choose this path. They choose their biological father. They choose their biological mother, and they choose the partners that come in that are going to influence their lives and energy along the way. So the children are trying to guide this union into being, because it's destined and it's been pre-set out, okay? So they know it's meant to happen, and their energies are trying to help bring this union together. So that was a main message I got. For some of you, it may be that if you don't have any actual living children at this time, that the potential children of the union are trying to bring this union together. So they're trying to guide it as well. So there's a few messages there, and that's for the union energies. So take what resonates with you. Now, I pulled 2 more overall cards to set the intention for the next month. Now, I know it's a weekly reading, but because I said month, because this first card has the full moon, and tonight, I think, being the full moon here, or the full moon is definitely this week coming up of this reading, I said that this energy is something we can use for the next month, this intention, okay? So these are 2 cards that came out for the intention that we can work towards and focus on to try and bring this union together. And the first one was, I am ready, thank you. Okay, and the full moon is there, and I will read out the meaning to you and you take what resonates. So this is something to focus on for the next month, okay, to try and bring this union together. This is an intention we can use. And so in meditation you can say, I am ready, thank you, or just going about your day-to-day activities on the bus, anywhere, you can sit there and say, I am ready, thank you, okay? Now the meaning is, when we're finally ready to spread our wings and fly, feeling gratitude for all that guided us to this moment, you will help welcome more support for the next journey. You're more ready than ever to take the leap and embrace expansion. You've worked hard to arrive here and are prepared to receive the ripe fruits of your efforts. Doors are opening with promising well-timed opportunities. Walk into this new chapter with immense gratitude. It will fill each moment with more joy and beauty. If uncomfortable sensations arise, know that this is a natural part of the process as you move into an evolved version of yourself and your offering in the world. This is an auspicious and magnetic time, and you have guidance all around you. Be open and soar with all that you are. Okay, so that was the first card. Remember, I am ready. Thank you. Now, the second intention that you can use for this month to help bring this union to be is healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. And I'll just read the message for that as well. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for our physical and emotional well-being. We each have a need to care for our unique nature, enforce certain limits, and maintain self-respect. Tune into your central power source as you create and relate in the world with healthy boundaries. When your boundaries are too weak, you may give too much away, let too much in, or set yourself up for unhealthy dependency. Yet, if your boundaries are too rigid or thorny, you can become tense and isolated. Either extreme can be physically and emotionally painful over time. Recognize habits that drain your energy and discover this tender balance for yourself. The positive impact of healthy, clear boundaries will ripple into every aspect of your life. Okay, guys, I hope that has helped you for this upcoming week. I hope that's put things into perspective. Okay, the main messages were opportunities are coming up now for union, but to remain centered and having fun and lighthearted so that you don't miss them, okay? You don't want to focus too much on them because you can miss them. What's going on for the masculine is reflections and mirroring. Okay, where both twins are balancing their masculine and feminine selves. Okay, masculines, ask the feminines how they feel. Okay, don't sit there wondering. Feminines, play more, relax more. Okay, and know that this union is meant to be, okay, and our children are also wanting this energy to happen. So to be ready for it, thank the universe and keep your boundaries healthy. I send you so much love. I really thank you for being here and being patient. I hope to be back on track soon, especially next month on Patreon with the readings. So, yeah, I send you all my love. Namaste. Thank you.